Mitchell crouched anxiously in a padded cell, gently rocking on the balls of his feet. His shoulders rose and fell rapidly with his breathing as he continued to mutter the one phrase that had left his lips for the past 5 months.
How can we help you?
My boy! My sweet Mitchell! Weird accent. Cried his shaken mother as she slammed her fist against the glass. I know you're in there somewhere! Please let go of this madness and come back to us! I can't understand what's happened to you. The world needs you! I need you! The firm hands of Mitchell's doctor held her shoulders as he tried to ease her pain. I'm sorry, Mrs. Mitchell. We've tried all we can think of. We've tried a brisk walk, hoping it would jog his memory. We've attempted to shock his system back into this reality with all manner of impact procedures involving every type of comedically sized hammer. We even tried some drugs. We put everything we've got in him with reckless abandon and nothing worked. I just don't know. As the two watched the harrowing scene in front of them, a shadowy figure stepped out from the corner of the room. You may not know Doc, with your medical license and money, but I do. He's doing an intro. I'm going in. The Doc looked stunned. Rye stepped into the cell, ignoring any danger of the situation, and sat across from Mitchell. Mitchell, this is Rye Boy the Boy. You're Mitchell Bill. This is How Can We Help You podcast. Mitchell, we've been helped. Everyone's been helped. You helped us all.
How can we help you?
It's done.
How can we help you?
Mitchell fell silent. His eyes slowly closed and then reopened to find Rye's. Rye smiled. Welcome back, old friend. Welcome to How Can We Help You podcast.
It's the rebirth, baby.
Hey, we're back.
I loved it.
Mitchell lost his mind for a few months.
It was great.
Thank you very much.
My friend's surname is, but one of my very oldest and best friends is, his surname is Mitchell. And so when you were like, Mrs. Mitchell, I was like, what's Murray's mum doing? How do you even know her?
That's funny.
But it's nice of her to check in on me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm Mitchell Bill.
And I'm Rye Boy the Boy, and this is a comedy hospitality podcast. And we talk about hospitality, and we try and make some jokes.
Yep.
I usually laugh a lot.
Yeah, you do.
That's why I'm here.
You're already doing it.
It's just a good time. I have a good time doing this show.
Yeah. Comedy hospitality podcast, probably the best in the whole fucking nation.
Yeah, definitely.
Name the other ones.
Big Cups.
Big Cups
is probably our only competitor.
Yeah, and if you call them that, Big Cups is mostly about bra sales. With a few little coffee gags in there.
Yeah, I think they're top shit. Yeah, fucking... Anyway.
Hey, how have you been? We don't work together anymore. How's your week been?
Hey, I've had a very good week indeed. I went to see Sumper the Great. Her new album is out and I'm very excited. Mm-hmm. I went to saw her album launch and it was great.
Did you play songs off the new album?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how was the hospitality there?
It was good. There was free booze.
Oh, that is good hospitality.
And I was like, hey, can I get one of those beers that I didn't enjoy before? And they were like, oh, we ran out of that beer. But we've replaced it with this much better beer for free. I was like, oh, okay, I'll have that one. Thank you. And so the hospitality was great.
That is great hospitality.
Yeah, and we had free food.
What's the better beer?
What was it? It was a Old Mate. I think it was Old Mate.
Ah, yeah, the old mate, Moondog. Good times.
I think it was something like that. Oh, there's another thing. Here's another thing that I did. Moondog Brewery has a banh mi. Is that the thing? You know, the rolls? They had a banh mi beer that I had at
Is it mostly coriander? Is that what they mean by banh mi?
Loaded with coriander and chili.
And chili,
and
so it's similar to a taco beer minus the, I guess, corn. Yeah.
Is there chili in taco beers?
Yeah, oftentimes. A lot of the taco beers are, I mean, yeah, they're very corn heavy, but they're often chili and coriander in there as well. But that's actually, I'm intrigued.
It lights your mouth up. It's electrifying. And very light, nice and easy one to drink. My only issue is I think it was a special run, so I think it's pretty hard to get. Which makes sense. It's probably not super popular.
Yeah, limited run. They always do limited runs. We, it's too specific. I was going to say a place that we're quite near. And I was going to say that we're quite near it. But let's say that we're not. There's a brewery right near here.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Which is it's releasing its first cans, I think, this month. It's been very successful for its entire life.
Yeah.
Of having... I think they've done 135 different limited release beers, and this is the first time they're releasing to bottle-os.
Right.
They've done takeaways and stuff in like
Okay.
these cool 1 liter cans, which are very, very cool. Wade's cottoning on.
Wait, gave like a praise.
Oh, that place about $5 down. I know the place.
It was a bit of a praise the Lord kind of flurry as well.
Yeah.
Reach it.
Preach.
Need them leaders.
Yeah, it's. I'm very excited. But I don't want to say who it is or where it is because then someone's going to come to Wade's house.
Yeah.
And start whispering, "How can we help you outside?"
They're just going to figure it out. Like, well, there's only one podcast that I can
and
hear
it looks
being
like
recorded through the window.
it's run from this window. Hello.
I need to be helped. That's what we do.
That's
We
whose
help
accent
people.
was that?
I don't know. Just pan Europe.
Mediterranean.
All of Europe put together.
Yep.
Raised up a tone.
Yeah.
You've
lost it.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Don't do accents very well. Or at all. Probably the reason why they're not very good. Whenever
they go hand in hand.
Yeah, I've been told my entire life I can't do voices or accents.
Yeah.
And it hurt my confidence. So now I don't do them, and I'm really bad at them.
I disagree. I think you're quite good at them.
I disagree with that.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm good at
You
them.
barely ever practice, so that's
Yeah.
the thing. Mm-hmm. And I support you.
Thank you
I
very much.
believe in you, and I
very
feel
much.
like you should always do an accent
Yeah,
to replace your real voice, which, if I'm honest, is quite shit.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it.
Compared to your accents.
It's real twangy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
people have told
ha.
you can't do accents, but they were just talking about your normal
They
voice.
thought I was doing it. They thought this was a
you
bit.
were doing a bit.
Yeah, it's like Rising doing this bit for so fucking long.
Yeah.
God,
so
silly.
frustrating. Why won't he let it go?
Yeah. I was
We
told I
all
can't
know
do it.
he has a thick German accent.
I was told.
Oh,
that's it.
I was giving you.
Yeah, that's it. I told you, they're not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I was told. I tried to do a German accent in the mirror the other day, and it was just so. It was more Irish than anything.
Was it like was
Can't
you trying
remember.
to amp yourself up for the day? You can do this. Why are you looking in the mirror doing German accent?
Because I was listening to Conan
Let
O'Brien.
me tell you, when Nazi Germany was the thing, you would be the most beautiful belle of the ball.
I'm
with your
swinging my
blonde hair and your
nude
blue
penis
eyes.
while doing this voice
Yeah,
as well. Naked in a full length mirror.
Yeah.
Um,
You have a full length mirror?
no, I don't.
Right.
It was better for the joke.
You're just kneeling on the kitchen cabinet.
I was listening to a lot of Conan's podcast. Conan Needs a Friend, and he
Yeah.
had Dana Carvey on, and he does a lot of voices.
Yeah,
and
Dana
I was like,
Carvey's,
oh my god, he's so
I believe,
funny.
the master of disguise.
Yes,
actually.
he is.
Yeah.
I love that movie so much. And
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's real shit.
Yeah, very shit.
But it came out in a good time for me when
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like 10.
Yeah. It was made
So-
for 10-year-olds. It's very 10-year-old humor. It's good
Yeah.
in that way.
Yeah.
Also, he's great regardless.
Yeah, he's done other things. Wayne's Place.
Yep,
Wayne's
Wayne's
house.
shop.
Wayne's house. Come on down to Wade's.
Come on down to Wade's Home Improvement Superstore.
Hey, what were we talking about before all this shit?
Hospitality podcast. We're a comedy hospitality podcast.
Hospitality podcast.
I've got a new job. There's people there. They're
Yeah.
different from your people who used to
Yep.
be my people.
Yeah.
One of these people approached me and he said, "Hey, have you still got your podcast?" And I said, "Hey, thanks for listening. Great to meet a fan." Obviously has heard about it but never listened.
Yeah.
But he said, "Here's a write-in for you," and then
okay.
told me his letter that he's writing.
He
in.
just clearly doesn't understand how write-ins work.
Nah, well, I mean, he doesn't actually listen, so who's actually going to write in if you don't?
Does he know his
actually listen?
hospitality thing?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. That's why his write-in
Mm-hmm.
verbally was hospitality related. Let me tell you, let me relay you the story from this person whose name is Jesse. But what do you want to? What's his write-in name? It's got to have a bird surname.
Oh, yeah. What was the first name? Does the first name can be anything?
It can be anything.
Yeah, because I'm just going to call him Bill Falcon.
Bill Falcon
Bill Falcon. Sounds like a bad action hero.
sounds like a terrible mascot.
Yeah.
For a real underdog team that's just like, can't believe our mascot is Bill Falcon, we'll never win like this. Then it
Yeah.
turns out they win and everyone's like, Falcons fly together.
Jesus. Yeah, well, I'm keeping it for that story, but it's a bad name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might just leave it at Jesse. He was telling me how he overheard a conversation in a cafe.
Oh, got a better one.
What?
Got a better one in mind.
What was it? Percy?
Percy Plumage.
Percy Plumage. That is good. That is good.
Would have been good a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, no. Should have saved it for the next one.
Yeah. I would absolutely forget.
He overheard this conversation in a cafe. And I think it highlights a lot of things where, first of all, people don't really understand how cafes work and they get immediately angry when what seems to be logical is not the answer. And people in cafes can't explain to you the business, the back of house things to explain away why they do things in certain ways.
Yeah.
And I think it came up quite lightly in this one. There was a woman.
Yeah.
And she wanted to buy a sandwich.
Okay.
Lovely sandwich. She was like, "Oh, I want the turkey and brie," let's say.
Yep.
No turkey and brie left. The chef,
Yeah.
Percy Plumage, said, "Hey, listen, we don't have any turkey and brie left.
Yeah.
But there was some red hot schnitties left, schnitzel rolls."
Yes,
They're
sure.
there. And she was like, "Well, can you just make one?" He's like, "Well, yeah, I don't really have any. I don't have the stuff to make it. It's kind of it's portioned for all the different meals that we have."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, do you have the turkey and do you have the brie?" He's like, "Yep, you know what? You're right. I'll make it."
Oh, okay.
He folded, which we would as well. It puts you out for the
Slap
for
her with
the
that
day,
schnitty.
but whatever.
Schnitty?
What did you say?
I'll slap her with a schnitty.
Slap her with a schnitty. I thought you said something about slappy electricity. So he was like, "Yeah, I'll make it. But listen, we don't have any of the rolls left. All I've got is sandwich loaf. So,
Yep.
But it is a nice, thick sourdough style thing."
Oh, delicious.
And she was like, "We'll just use one of the rolls from the schnitzel."
Oh, my God.
And
oh,
he was like,
oh.
"Well, then I would have to not sell a schnitzel roll."
Yeah.
And so I couldn't use that because I don't have a roll to put it back in with. And she was just like, "Well, there's a roll there that you haven't sold, and I want to buy something using that, and you have all the things to do it."
Oh, my God.
So I can definitely see where someone who hasn't worked in hospitality, I can definitely see where she's coming from.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah.
Because there's times where I find myself complaining about something in an industry where I'm not familiar, perhaps.
Sure.
And I'm just like, well, why don't they just do it like this? And there's probably 100 reasons why. You're just in a bad mood and you're annoyed, and so you think whatever they're doing is illogical. Usually happens at the airport. You know?
Okay.
It's like, "Oh, well, why didn't they just fucking do this, this, and this?"
Yeah.
And you're like, well, there's probably a lot of security measures, and also planes are difficult to move around on the ground.
Yeah.
They're actually easier in the air, it seems. That's probably a lot of contributing factors that I don't know about.
You can continue. So.
No, you go on.
Okay, it was like such a standard comedy bit. It's like my bloody plane sitting on the tarmac for hours. What's going on? It's like there's hundreds of planes in the air, and they're all trying to land on a tiny strip of tarmac.
Yeah.
Try that. Try doing that. I've seen people try and play flight simulators, and they try and coordinate that kind of shit. It's a fucking mess. It's a shambles. Very funny on YouTube when there's no lives at stake.
Yes.
But in the sky, in reality, very difficult.
Um,
Took us a long time to figure out planes.
Yeah. And a lot of us haven't figured it out still. So there's a select few who know how to do it, and we should leave it up to them and stop getting involved. And it's the same with running a cafe. It's directly transferable. No, but you know what I mean? It is. I can definitely see why she would be annoyed. And if you don't do it for someone, you're going to get a 1-star review. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to give the whole story. It's going to say, because I read so many 1-star reviews where I'm like, I'm fairly sure you should have just spoken to the person, or they give a complaint just like, coffees are too small. And you're like, well, there's certain reasons around the way things are served.
Or when people say like, oh, there was a stone in my food or something like that, give it 1 star. There's clearly not supposed to be there. And if you had brought it up, they would have solved the issue.
Yeah.
100%.
Although I was looking at reviews recently, and the whole review wasn't very, because obviously, I don't know if you remember, but we do a review segment at the end of this.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually use this review, but because most of it was sort of shit. But the beginning was, there were 3 flies in my food. and the chef seemed annoyed that I was bringing it up. I'm doing it a little bit more funny than it came across in the actual review. Otherwise, I would have read it out. But they're just kind of like, to the point where the chef like picks a fly out and goes, "It's just a fly." Isn't that weird?
If that actually happened, then 100% 1 star. But that's also so good.
I would give it 2 stars for comedy.
Yeah, true.
Like-
for the sheer goal of that chef.
Yeah.
That's great.
That guy's checked out.
Yeah.
He's got a new job he starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's in finance. Good luck to him.
Get on your Percy plumage.
Get on you, mate. But yeah, what do you think about that with the sandwich thing? I try to avoid having too much detail in a conversation like that, which is kind of as much harm as it is fix when you're like, well, listen, I'm not going to explain to you about the cost of goods that are very carefully measured in the portioning because things are ordered often once a day for your fruit and veg, and for meat and so on, maybe like twice a week, maybe 3 times if you're a busy place. And you can't just go through and explain it all.
Yeah.
And because also, regardless of what you say, they're just going to say, well, you need to manage things better, not knowing that this is what all cafes do and so on. So you inevitably have to buckle. But it's more a public service announcement. That I'm trying to do. You can't just demand things. You can't just walk into bookshops and be like, I want the 3rd chapter of Harry Potter.
Sure.
I've read the rest. No, you've got it here. I want that. No, I don't want to pay for the full book. I'll just take that little passage out. That's the part I haven't read.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, they read the rest from the
well, it's irrelevant. That's the only part they want. You
Yeah,
don't
okay.
need to know
Yeah.
the details. They're annoyed.
It's like anything where if you this one isn't a particularly common problem, but for more common problems that keep cropping up, you run through several things and you go through trial and error to see what phrases you can use take.
Yeah, definitely.
And you figure out that like we can't have dogs in the shop because of health and safety reasons or something like that.
Yeah.
And eventually people
That
and
works.
you find that one works every time rather than just because like
It's weird when
fuck your pooch.
when I worked
Doesn't work.
because fuck your dog.
That didn't land. Put on a strong southern accent. And they were like, this guy can't do accents.
When I worked sort of in Bayside of Melbourne, where there's very wealthy people
Very
who think their
specific.
dog can go just about anywhere, it seems.
Yeah.
And they would bring them into cafes, and you just be like, hey, how's it going? Sorry, your dog can't be in here because of all the food and so
Yeah.
forth. And they'd just be like, well, how do I order a coffee?
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Tie it
there's
up.
a service window
No,
for people with dogs. Or also, if you just look at the light posts out the front, there's a very nice dog tie there. It was
Yeah.
a cool thing, which was like a little statue of a dog attached to the pole,
Oh, cute.
and the ears were things that you could latch your dog lead
love
onto,
that.
and it was perfect.
That's good.
But they would still just bring it in, and oftentimes you'd be like, you can just tie him up out there,
Yeah.
or you could come to the window, and they would just leave. They'd be
Nothing
very
more-
annoyed. Some people just feel
They
like
people just get so protective
should
of
be
their
the way they
dogs,
want.
though. And it's really frustrating to say, like, your dog's being a shitty dog.
Yeah.
And, like, not my dog. My dog's amazing. I've seen people do it with their kids.
Yeah.
Like, just admit that your kid's being a little fucking arsehole in the cafe when kids are running around spilling drinks and shit.
I'm cool with kids being a mess in a cafe.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just kind of over it. I wasn't when I was younger. I was really like, oh, I'm gonna have to clean that up. But now
Yeah.
I make people like you clean it up, and I just I just
Sure.
enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. It depends also on the child. Some child are really not.
Yeah.
But I'm never annoyed at the child. I'm annoyed at the parent. I just want the acknowledgement. I want the parent to turn to me and go, "Sorry, sorry, my kid's."
I
a
also
little prick."
I'm sort of I'm loath to judge children because I don't know what their situation is. Like as I've got older, I've been like, I've seen some autistic kids have shop people or cafe people really give their parents a fucking hard eye.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, there's something going on there that they can't control. This sort of thing.
I'd rather assume and live in ignorance and anger. That works better for me.
You would rather assume than live in ignorance and anger?
I'd rather assume and live in ignorance and anger.
Oh, right. You'd rather fume.
Yeah, I'd rather
than-
fume. I'd rather
than
stew in my juices and be like,
compassionate.
fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah, all right.
Take your child and your dog and fuck off out of here. If you're not buying a schnitty, you're out.
You'll have the schnitty. I've already sold the bread. It's just schnitty now with mayonnaise. Hold it in your bare hands.
I love that. I love that idea on your last day of work, and you're done. You're out. You've already quit, and it doesn't matter anymore. And then someone orders a sandwich, and you just say, "Yeah, hold out your hands," and see whoever does it first, like whoever doesn't give you a quizzical look, because why? And you go, "Yeah, no worries." I hold out your hands, and then you just place the sandwich in their hands, and then walk away. That's a little bit.
I would like to have the sort of extraordinary wealth where you could have a pop-up store that just like the service is so cheerfully awful that it's more confusing than infuriating. Like when people, if someone brought back a coffee that was bad, just having a sip from it in front of them and being like, "Oh yeah, that's not good, is it?" And just hand it back to them. Weird one. And just leave it at that. Walk off. When someone's like, there's a fly in my food, just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and grab a bag of flies and just sprinkle like another 10 or 20 flies on there. You're like, "Is that enough?"
I enjoyed that one a lot. That was fun.
Hey,
I think it's industry news today.
Yep.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look at the other.
You sure? Or was that an accent?
Now it's time for some industry news. I'm going to do an industry news segment. Then go now. Start it here, right here.
3, 2.
Industry news.
Mitchell, you eat a little bit of meat here and there, don't you?
I don't even love it.
Yeah. I'm not going to explain it. Do you eat a bit of beef? You like beef?
Yeah, I'm not huge on beef, weirdly. I think I've said this before. I like bad meat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it processed and over the top.
I like the brown meat in chicken. I like the...
You do?
Oh, Wayde looked at me just like I was going to say a poo joke.
You do like the brown meat?
Yeah. I like the skin mainly. I like to eat the skin off animals, but just the skin. I like saucies.
Yeah.
Okay. I like chicken feet. When you're out at Yumchan, you get some chicken feet.
Is this serious?
Yeah, have you ever had chicken feet at Yumchan?
No, I haven't had chicken feet.
It's like fried chicken, but it's just tiny little bones that you go like
gross.
a cartoon.
Oh, I hate the sound of that.
And then you plug those feet into a potato and make it walk around the table. You've got to bring your own potato, though, because it's a Chinese place and they don't really have potatoes lying around.
Yeah, sure. And also, if you just ask for, "Can I have a whole potato for my chicken joke?" they're probably not going to give it to you.
No.
Unless they're a cool place.
Industry?
That was a good intro to this. Arcadian organic and natural meat company has become 100% carbon neutral.
Finally.
Look, I'm not big on meat, mainly for the environmental impact, and I wish we didn't eat it at all. That's definitely.
What would we do with all the cows then?
Well, they can just hang out. We'd have a lot less cows for a start.
So you'd kill them, and then not do anything with their corpses.
No, eat the last.
You would just
eat
kill
the last
cows
ones,
and pile them up.
Well, you don't go to
You could build a wall between America and Mexico.
But anyway, look, yeah, we should, in my opinion, we should reduce our meat consumption a lot anyway, but if that's not an option, then we should go 100% carbon neutral like this business, which I thought was interesting.
How do they do it, right?
Yeah, that's interesting. I wish I had a bit more information on how they did. I know I'm pretty sure they put a lot of money into a, what do you call it? No? Wind farm or a solar panel farm?
Turbine house.
Yeah.
That's what I call.
Okay, right. Anyway, so it's 180,000 grass-fed certified organic livestock.
180,000!
What I liked about it was a voluntary act, and they're trying to kind of pioneer it as if they talk about basically. I don't know if they're leaders in this kind of field because I don't think 180,000 is actually that many in terms of farm size. I don't know much about farming. I didn't do my research properly. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Wait, could you quickly Google how many is good for farm? 180. Type 180,000 plus farm plus good? Question mark.
Anyway, basically, that's great. The main thing I kind of did this for is because I've actually got a little bit.
Well, we've got a podcast.
Yeah, but I guess it is a bit on my high horse. A little bit about the.
I can't believe you use
waste.
horses.
Yeah, only for making points.
Right. That'd be such a good horse farm. Looking for a way to really look down on people.
We breed only the tallest horses.
All right, we got to get some sponsorship from them.
On my high horse about kind of just the waste of resources that is most farming. Most livestock farming.
Yeah.
And this place is doing well because they helped fund a renewable electricity farm, which counteracts most of the pollution that they're creating through the use of cattle. Because cows burp a lot, and that's the
fart a
main
lot?
issue. Mainly burps. It's mainly the burps.
It's mainly burps.
Yeah. It's a misconception that it's farts. It's mainly burps.
Cows are the you of the cow world. Because you burp a lot.
Oh, yeah, sure. I thought you meant you
Not use
as in the
like
sheep.
No.
Yeah.
Because
that would be weird.
Wade's just over here texting boys.
Sheep are like ewes are the ewes of the cow world or the cattle world.
Ewes get used.
More
by
than
the cow
80%
world.
of farmland is used for livestock, but it only provides. This guy. Oh, I'm not going to get through all this. But it produces only 18% of the food calories that we eat and 37% of the protein, which is massive bloody waste of resources. That's why you got to reduce your consumption, because it's real bad waste. It's a massive waste of space and resources, especially land use. It uses a shitload of land.
Yeah.
And it's really frustrating.
I think we've spoken about this, and this isn't very tenuously linked. I don't know if we've said it on app, but I like the idea of when I have my own place with a bit of land, ideally, I will just eat the meat that I can humanely produce on my land.
Yeah.
Like one cow that I raise from childhood and then murder. And they eat all in one sitting because I don't have the freezer space for a full cow.
I fully support if you can murder it, fair game.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what I can murder.
Hey, here's another one. Here's something. Here's something probably better because it's beer related. And we love beer so much.
I love cows too.
Well, I love cows too.
My friend has a little
repeated what
baby
you said.
cow. It's cute as shit.
Baby cows are so adorable.
Yeah.
You think they have cute eyes when they're big.
Yeah.
Imagine taking those.
So annoying when she leaves it in the apartment alone, though.
The baby cow.
Nah, they've got a farm. It was just a joke.
Woolworths is making... Well, that's actually not... That's an incorrect statement. I realized the headline that I've written.
Right.
I said Woolworths is making beer from bread, but they're not. They're just helping fund it. It's trying to figure out what the fucking brewery is called. There's a new beer going to be sold in Woolworths and BWS and Dan Murphy's in Australia, which is where we are for our international fans. There's a new beer called Loafers, and it's a craft beer.
That's good.
Yeah, and it's made out of discarded bread or bread that didn't get
Like old Willie's bread.
Yeah, old Willie's bread that doesn't get sold. All that old woolly bread. Make some beer with it.
All those that use bread. Because it's woolly.
Ah.
You get it?
Actually,
Wade likes it.
It's in collaboration with Food Appeal, and Food Appeal is a non-for-profit organization that provides grants to support local charities. They only hire grants.
Grants.
They send them out, and they help you out with whatever food issues you're having at the time. Dear, that's a terrible joke.
So dumb. That's the dumbest joke ever. Also, you say grants, and that's funny.
Grants.
Yeah.
Grants?
I say grants.
You say grant? I say it when I'm at work, when I have to read out grant for a coffee, but it just sounds so twangy and so...
So you just go...
Grant.
Hither, Grant, collect thine coffees and be on your way.
Anyway, so every one of these you buy, you can get a 6-pack for $25. 50 cents of that goes to some food. Well, what? Goes to the Food Appeal.
Yep.
It's great. It's a charity.
So it's not a
It's a charity beer.
It's
fine.
not a cheap. It's not a cheap. Like it's not.
It's not. No.
That's not an expensive beer, but it's not a cheap lager sort of thing. which is what I was expecting you to say.
Yeah, it's a pale ale.
Considering it's made from Woolworth's garbage.
Yeah. I would be very intrigued to see how it's going to taste.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Well, we'll find out. Maybe we'll get a pack for next podcast. Will it be out by then?
I don't know. I should
let's
know.
find out.
Yeah.
Good. Good industry news.
One more.
Hit me.
But this one is not. This one's,
Wade's rolling his eyes. It's just like, wrap it up.
I get it. This isn't a particularly good industry news because I did not do much preparation for it.
I like it.
I
like all the parts about sheep.
Yeah, that was good. This is not news in any way because it's from 2015.
Is it to do with the industry?
It is.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I just thought it was very funny. I was looking it up.
Industry old news.
I was looking it up and thought
we
this
need
is very
another
funny.
intro, Wade.
Just do like an old timey one, like I don't know what old time
Brr,
music.
brr.
Buller puts
Yep.
it. This is me. This
mountain?
is my headline. No, Buller, the ice cream company.
Right.
And they do creams and shit. Buller,
It's a dairy.
Yeah, it's a dairy. There
Yep.
you go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Buller puts its creams in a bigger tub. It's not news at all. It's from 2015. That's my headline. That's what I've written to myself.
Is there more?
No, that's the thing. There's this quote. They announced that this was a big showcase for them at a food tech expo in Australia in 2015.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the write up. And then I try to figure out, is there more to it? But there's not. This year's Fine Food Australia will be a veritable showcase of new products and innovations. One of the highlights is taking place at the Buller family dairy stand. Today, Buller launched a groundbreaking new product which is guaranteed to be a source of excitement over the 4 days. Chef-friendly tubs. All it is. I just like that hype. That's what I've written at the end. That's all it was. It was just bigger tubs of Buller, and it was like
For kitchens.
For kitchens.
Yep.
And they were freaking out about it. And they had a
Yeah.
chef. They had
Getting wild.
they had a world class chef there making things with the Buller ice cream and creams and shit, just from bigger tubs. So stupid.
That's brilliant.
That's all the news from 4 years ago.
All of it.
That's
all
all-
the news from 4 years ago. Mostly 4 years ago, we were just talking about how we couldn't get enough cream out of tubs. If only someone would invent something.
I think it's time for a bloody ad spot that is definitely real and not fake and not made up in any way.
Here's a word from our real-life sponsors. You work hard. You have calluses on your hands and sweat in your folds. You wipe your sweaty fat brow with your hairy sweat arms of sweat, adding more gross sweat to your already sweat-laden sweat face. You stink. You're disgusting. Nobody will love you. You'll drown alone in your dirty sweat puddle of loneliness and turmoil. Unless... Fuck Off Energy. The same great life-altering drink you have with a ciggy at breakfast can now be lathered on your body to kill 99.9% of bacteria, germs and smells. Through accidental testing, we've found that some of the best chemicals in the recipe, the ones that give you that extra jaw-clenching buzz, can also be used to kill odors dead. Now you can smell like a mannequin, meaning not at all. Fuck Off Energy. A drink, a scent, a lifestyle. Get it in your gob, or just put it on anywhere. Side effects may include severe rashes, half-dead skin cells, the inability to sweat, forcing you to pant like a dog, loss of hair, loss of friends, loss of faith, loss of limbs, an impending sense of doom, a 56-hour erection, or perhaps no erection ever again. A weird taste that you can't place but reminds you of a buried memory. Incredibly good hearing, dizziness, fear of heights, fear of lights, fear of the whites, and a sore tummy.
You heard of Outback Steakhouse?
I have.
Yeah, it's very popular in the States, apparently.
Bloomin' onions.
Bloomin' onions.
That's when I spent some time trying to come up with new Australian sayings.
Yeah.
And I tried them out at work, at our work.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't pick them up, but I used to say, "Pluck my bloomin' onions."
Oh, that's fun.
No one got into it though. But
Bloomin' onion doesn't... Have you ever had a bloomin' onion in Australia?
no, not in Australia.
Not in Australia?
No.
Okay, yeah. Because I was listening
Or at all.
Yeah. But you've been everywhere, and you never had a bloomin' onion when you were
I've
around?
never been out Outback Steakhouse.
Why
I
would
did
you?
see it in Japan and was like, I wonder.
Oh, I wonder what it would be like there.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I imagine it's the same as how it is in America, but then
Maybe.
McDonald's isn't the same in every country.
I find it fascinating. I get really excited about fast food restaurants for some reason. I don't eat at them very regularly at all.
No.
But I just love... one of my favorite shows on YouTube is Rhett and Link's A Good Mythical Morning, and they do lots of fast food segments, and those are my favorite bits by far.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Anyway, some listeners will.
YouTube.
I was listening to Conan Needs a Friend, and he had Hannah Gadsby on, and he was talking to her about, hey, Outback Steakhouse, that's all about Australia. And I don't know why I did an accent. And he was like, hey, Bloomin' Onion, what's that about? And she's like, I don't know. What's a Bloomin' Onion? I don't understand. And it's not an Australian thing at all.
No.
Never heard of it, never seen it.
No.
Except on the thing. So I looked it up. I looked up about Outback Steakhouse and Outback Steakhouse in Australia, and it's very different places.
Oh, do we have Outback Steakhouse?
We've got Outback Steakhouse here, yeah.
Oh, right. Do they do a bloomin' onion?
They do, yeah.
Yeah,
There's a couple of
And
states.
is it like it's an onion that's been chopped so that it sort of folds open like a chrysanthemum flower?
Yeah.
And deep fried, right?
Yeah. With some sauce.
Oh, you put some sauces on
Yeah,
that?
yeah, dip
What about
on.
some sauce and sausages? Sauce and sausages on your onions.
I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty good. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be good. It's just like an onion ring. Delicious.
Yeah, but a full one.
Took me ages to realize that the whole bloomin' thing it's like that's like Aussie slang.
Yeah.
We say bloomin' all the time. Do
Yeah.
we? I haven't said it.
Well, you swear. It's to like stop swearing.
Right.
It's like this bloomin' idiot over here.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Whereas we'd say, you ratty cunt bag.
It's because we're free.
Yeah, we're liberated.
Yeah. So here's some things that they've got on the Outback Steakhouse menu that I find really strange and stupid.
In both?
No, this one's This one's the American one.
Yep.
Is the first one I looked
Hit
at.
me. What do you got?
First of all, they got boomeritas, baby.
Oh, hit me with your boomer radios.
You've heard of margaritas.
I have.
Where are they from?
Margaretville.
Sure, I'm going to say Mexico.
Okay.
Off the top of my
That
head.
makes more sense.
Yeah. Mexico. Very famously from Mexico. Nothing to do with Australia.
No.
There's a lot of things in Outback Steakhouse that are for some reason themed around Mexico. You can get quesadillas
Is
at
there
Outback
Bundy
Steakhouse.
rum and racism?
Is there what?
Bundy rum and racism.
No, I was thinking, if they were actually wanted to do Australian shit, then they should just do,
Yeah.
I guess, culturally.
Cocktails just called like 3 fingers of fuck off.
Well, that's the thing. Like, all their menu items are just a thing plus a play. So you can get Alice Springs chicken wings. Oh,
It rhymes. I get it.
just got
That's
it.
good.
Yeah. But they're not called chicken wings. They're called kookaburra wings.
Oh.
We don't eat kookaburras.
We have chickens.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have so much chicken here.
That's so misleading. No wonder Americans think with this fucking topsy-turvy sort of world.
Yeah, because the information they're getting is really
Yeah.
fucking weird. Boomeritas.
There's not much meat on a kookaburra wing. I'll tell you that much right now.
Sure, I've never had it.
No.
I don't think anyone has. Have people to eat kookaburra?
No, not often.
Okay.
In a pickle, though.
In a pickle? Oh, actually, if you're in a pickle.
Yeah, if
You
you're in a
don't put it-
pickle.
you don't-
I wouldn't put kookaburra wings in a pickle.
Oh, Jesus. What was I talking about? Boomeritas. It's a flight of margaritas, different flavored margaritas, on a paddle that's shaped like a boomerang.
Yep.
That's stupid.
That's
That's so dumb.
really stretching. Like,
Yeah. Has nothing to do with Australia except for the
also
boomerang
seems-
thing.
I mean, I don't think the boomerang is very like. It's not a cultural sort of totem. It's just a weapon.
Yeah.
But I also just think it sort of devalues the.
Pretty sure it's a ceremonial thing.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think they're actually like used as much as we think they
Well,
were.
I mean, the
'Cause
ones
spears
that
existed.
the ones that you get from the souvenir store aren't the ones that they use. A boomerang usually doesn't come back.
Yeah,
It's not made to come back.
Yeah.
It's got like a big pointy bit on the back.
Yeah.
And when you throw it, it latches into a kangaroo's body and brings it down.
Yeah.
It's not so much to
No, yeah, okay.
return.
Yep. Anyway, they definitely didn't make them for margaritas to be served on.
Well,
I guess they just hadn't gotten that far yet.
the margaritas weren't around at the time.
True.
Maybe they do now.
Yeah.
Maybe America has put more effort into researching what Aboriginal people are doing than you have.
Maybe.
Have you thought about that?
I haven't. I doubt
I feel
it.
like that's not true,
No.
but I'm just saying you don't have all the answers.
I've clearly demonstrated that this episode. Here's also the Aussie beer. They've got one Aussie beer that they serve. What do you think it would be?
It's going to be Foster's.
It's Foster's.
Yeah.
I've never had a Foster's.
I drove past a pub which had a Foster's sign the other day.
I like the old Foster's signs. They're great.
Yeah, they're cool. They're very,
Yeah.
very cool. I like signs in general.
Yeah, sure.
Stop.
This
Great
is so
one.
applicable to so many
So
situations.
geometrically just perfect.
Yeah. This.
No, I drove past a pub with a Foster's sign, and I was in an Uber, and I was just kind of like, if you weren't getting paid
Yeah.
to get me somewhere at a certain amount of time,
You would have stopped and had a Foster's.
I would ask you to stop right here.
Have you had a Foster? When was the last time you had a Foster's?
I've never had a Foster's.
Oh, you never had a Foster's?
No.
Yeah, I've heard they're terrible.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
But I want to try it.
Yeah, sure. But no one I know drinks Foster's. Even like
It's hard to get.
not because also not because Australia, not because all my friends are fucking hipster wankers who drink craft beer. Even the people who just drink regular working man beers,
They drink,
don't drink Foster's. They drink
4X or VB.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Carlton Draft.
My uncle
mainly.
drinks Great Northern.
Oh yeah,
He
sure.
likes them.
Yeah. Those are very popular. Got
Yeah.
fish on them.
The
Big
it's a
old-
marlin.
Yeah, Marlin.
It's bloody marlin, mate.
Also, here's the main kicker. Here's the thing that blew my fucking mind.
All right.
Entree, based on the word entrance.
Yep.
It's French,
Ooh.
and it means the start of a meal. Or it means like it's just after the soup.
So you researched French,
Mm.
the language,
Kind of.
but you didn't research your industry news segment.
Obviously, I got far
You
more into
learnt
this.
French.
This is more interesting.
It is.
Entry. Oh my god.
Entree.
Entree
Oui.
comes after the soup in a
Yep.
in a traditional French meal where you got the soup, you got your entree, which is usually fishing or something like that.
Fishing.
Fish, and then you got your roast. That's the start of the show,
Oh.
and then you got some pud, and there'll be something else in there to make 5. I think there's 5 courses in an average. Traditional French.
Gelato.
Sure, maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Pretzels.
you know what entree means in America, at least in parts of America, or at least in the public's eye.
Small side salad.
Nope.
Large side
Nope.
salad.
Keep going.
Large amount of chicken wings.
No, well, yeah,
It's the main.
It's the mains.
What?
The main meal of the main meal in America is entree.
No, that's not right.
That's what they call it. That's what, because I laughed because on the menu at Outback Steakhouse they got starters and entree, and I was like, that's silly. Why have they both got 2 starters? That's silly. And then I looked it up, and it turns out they think entree means main.
There's got to be more to it.
The reason it came about, I found, was because French cuisine books got sold to working class Americans in the Great Depression, and they didn't have enough money for 5 courses. And I was like, what? What? That doesn't make enough sense.
So they just started calling anything entree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason I got given by Google.
Very odd.
It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Real stupid.
This is just like, during the Great Depression,
Yeah.
didn't have enough money for ice cream,
so
so they called drinks dessert. Like, it's got nothing to do with anything.
So dumb. And they never corrected it. They never fucking corrected it. Fucking ridiculous.
Anyway,
That's
what have they got?
Here's some just menu items that just are so.
So it's all
so
steak,
stupid.
obviously. It's a steakhouse.
No, I skipped over the steak because it's just steak. Because
Yeah.
they just serve steak in various ways. But they're fucking. I hate this one. Castaway cocktail. They've got lots of island themed things, and I guess we're the biggest island on the planet. But that doesn't mean
Sure, but
we're not. We don't spend a lot
very
of.
few people are marooned here.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. We all live in cities,
Yeah.
high rises, and work at cafes.
Yeah.
That's all we do, and go to the pub.
Yeah.
We don't, yeah, anyway, stupid. Sydney Cosmo. I don't know what the fuck why it's called that. I don't know if Sydney's famous for their
Sydney's
Cosmos.
a cosmopolitan place.
Okay.
There
Like,
you go.
like
Next
a city. Sure. All right, whatever. And what else you got? You got to be... yeah, there you go. You got your chicken tortilla soup.
Tortilla.
Tortilla. Yeah, I don't know why I read it like that. Chicken tortilla soup. You can find another host.
Get the chips out of the soup. That's what you're saying.
Not very good.
Why are you having tortillas in a soup?
You got your Aussie Cobb salad, your Brisbane Caesar salad. That's
so they're
stupid.
just saying places.
It's just saying places and choosing random menu items. So
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got your bloody kookaburra wings. You got your bloomin' petals. You got your volcano shrimp. They call it all shrimp. No one in Australia calls it
Your
shrimp.
Hobart spring rolls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You got your couldn't think of anything.
Yep.
They don't have
Your
there's
Gold
no-
Rush chicken nuggies.
There you go.
Gold
That's-
Rush nuggies, baby.
that's way better. That's
Let's
good.
open an Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah.
And it's got all the modern Australian lingo.
They should just. Why isn't there? There's no Parma. There's no Parma on here.
No.
You can't. There's no pies. No Parma. No pies. What else would you fucking get?
I'd call them Magda's Mag pies.
Good.
What do you think?
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm done. But there's
You are done.
But
You're fired.
here's the fair enough. I don't see any reason why I should be kept on. The Australian version of Outback Steakhouse, though.
What do they got?
Deli boards,
Yep, love it.
prosciutto board.
Yep.
They got cheese boards,
Yep.
antipasto board.
It's mostly board.
They got boards, and they load them up with shit. But
an
just
Outback
stuff that
room and
people,
board.
stuff that people in Melbourne actually order at pubs and bars.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Bloomin' onion.
Yeah, they got bloomin' onion,
Yeah.
but no one's gonna order that shit.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I'm sure there's one in Melbourne somewhere. There's one in Sydney.
Let's go.
Hey, fuck Outback Steakhouse. So fucking stupid.
Great.
That's me done.
Yeah, well, then let's do. That's one review.
Yeah,
Let's
I
review
hate
that
all-
review and others with feedback. Feedback.
All right.
La 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 la. It's feedback, feedback. La 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 la. Feedback, feedback, feedback.
Thanks to the saggy ball baggies for that intro. Welcome to feedback. Feedback. You've said a bunch of stuff, and now we're going to tell you whether it was worth saying. Here's
Yeah.
What do you call it when you ruin something? Spoiler.
Oh, spoiler.
Wasn't much like this joke. Give me a person's name and the name of un confrère.
Okay, well, her name is... Damn, I can only think of Bridget Jones. Why did that come to my mind?
It's Bridget Jones.
Bridget Jones.
And the cafe is called...
Just big plates of it.
Just Big Plates of It by Bridget Jones.
God damn. I hate the shit I say.
I like it. Arrogant, bored, complacent pack of smartasses here. Squishy little pompous dump full of blasé, lazy, slacker stuff, too busy for its own good. Female waiter needs to be restrained or sacked. One of the two. Doesn't know, evidently, how to even place orders and listen to customers. Dear, use a pen and pad if it helps. She seemed to just twaddle around like a gastropod pretending to work. There's more, but there's so many great things in here. First of all, pen and pad is pen n pad.
Oh,
it's not
okay,
and.
yeah.
And also, just hey, hot tip for all you full people: always use a pen and pad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just like write it down, tick it off when you put it in, and then even if you forget to do it, you can just look at your notebook and just be like, oh, 17. Oh shit, I haven't put them in. Can we get a rush on those chippers, please?
That's good weight stuff.
Easy.
Thing.
That was my
Also, you get to
impression.
do a flourish at the end. You go,
Yeah.
oh, an olive, flick.
Yeah. Also, if you're writing things down,
What olive?
it
Well,
can
not diet.
seem like you're writing double espresso, but really you're writing Riza Wanker. You know, like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
so many opportunities for funny little notes
Yeah.
to yourself to help you laugh.
Also, no one likes it when you go, you got all that, and you tap your head and go,
It's all up here.
Yeah, got it.
Now, what was it? A skinny? Or yeah, no. Also, when they're like, it means when you're approaching the till and someone comes up and they'll be like, oh, I just took 2 lattes for table 4 for you. And you're just like, you what? I just took 2 and you're like, oh, yeah, great. Fuck, what was it? Sausage rolls? No, we don't have those. You immediately, like,
yeah.
it's no good.
Just reminded me as well, another little thing that I hate, this is on the fucking customer's side though, is when people come up and go, fucking get ready for this one, get your bloody pen and paper out, get your pen and pad
Yeah.
out, wait for this, and then they go, decaf,
Yep.
latte, yeah, just one
Please.
of those, thanks very much. Like, fuck you.
Yeah. Well,
Unless
not
you have,
fuck you.
unless you,
It's just-
unless you have 5 items.
But the only reason they say that is because they go to some places and people do a little song and dance about it.
yeah.
You know, we
I
don't
hate, I
because
hate
we
that as well, because
we have made thousands of coffees every day
Yeah.
for many years. So there's nothing. There's rarely something that will surprise me with a
butter.
coffee.
I got butter. I got
Yeah, butter's a-
someone
yeah,
ordered,
that
a
was a
long
surprise.
black with butter in it.
Yeah.
The other day.
Well, you don't have butter. Oh, yeah, you do have
Yeah, I
butter.
got butter. I always carry butter with me.
Yeah, I've
for
got
that
butter
exact reason.
ready for this one customer all the time. Did they get it? Did you give it to them?
Of course, they ordered butter. I gave them butter.
Yeah.
Fucking not giving them.
What'd they say?
Thanks for my butter.
Because it'd be really annoying if they brought it back. Wade, stop picking up that mic.
Yeah, you're
you
not-
do not talk in this one. You had your chance. Put it down.
We give you
Put it
so many
down.
opportunities and you never take
Put it
them, and now you want to
down.
fucking cascade into this one.
Put it down lower.
Do you have something to say?
It's called a bulletproof.
No, it's not. That's something else. It's similar.
That's a jacket, you idiot.
No, but yeah, no. The bulletproof is a mix of other things as well to it.
A bulletproof is a.
I know, yeah, but yeah, you're
someone
right.
who twaddles
There's
around
more-
like a gastropod pretending to work.
Sure,
What a silly
we can
gastropod.
fight about it later.
Just pretending to work.
That's good.
Adorable. Are you picturing a little gastropod with his apron on?
What's a gastropod?
Cute. It's is it like a mollusk?
Oh, you're not
style
sure.
thing? It's like a mollusk style thing.
Tweeted us at
No,
Mitchell-
Wade's looking it up.
Mitchell, Wayde, and Rye.
Do gastropods from the top to the bottom. Here it is. Yeah, it's a little snail boy.
Oh, that would be so cute. Little apron.
There he is.
Oh, what coffee can I get you? Oh, I was gonna say as well when people are like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I get a decaf skinny latte?" I was like, "I don't care. That's fine. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
drink.
but
You
some
drink,
people
drink
do
what you
care.
want."
You should just say to them, just like, I don't mind at all.
Yeah, no, I
Whatever you
do. I
want.
make
Yeah.
a song and dance like, "Oh, wait, you have what you want. I'll make
Yeah.
you anything. I don't care. You want butter in that? I'll give
Yeah.
you some butter." Any barista who is an arrogant twat about it's like fucking decaf. I hate making decaf. You're
Yeah.
a twat for ordering it from me. They can.
I've had
fuck
people.
off.
I've had people say, and I did find it kind of funny, but also I just didn't think it was a good attitude because they were serious about it. For a soy decaf, they're just like, well, I call this the why bother, and I'm like,
Ugh.
because none of it's the real thing, but also. It's because they can't have milk and they like the taste of coffee. So
Yeah.
that's why they bother. Also, the male waiter needs to sober up and stop smoking whatever it is he is smoking because he seems stoned. Dude, get with the picture. I want a good coffee, not a cup of water. You're a cafe, not the water boy. Just close up.
Wait, hang on.
You're a cafe, not the water boy, right? Just close up.
Well, let's unpack that. First, he might just be sleepy.
She wanted a good coffee.
Okay.
And he said to her, water? She said, you're a cafe. He said, I'm a boy. And she said, not the water boy. Just close up.
It's just a weird sequence of words.
If you want to sit and watch people gas bag about bullshit, dribble like typical two-rack ponces and not get a simple coffee order fulfilled, by all means, head to just the big plates. What was it called?
Yeah,
Something like that.
just big plates of it.
Just big plates of it.
Can you give me the first letter of the name of the actual place?
Yep, M.
M.
It's not it.
Mulgrave's Mini.
It's not it.
It's a small.
You haven't been here and I haven't been here.
Okay, sure. Because I lived in Toorak for a while, and I've been to a number of cafes there where the service is just fucking appalling.
What were you living in Toorak for?
No good reason.
You have no wealth.
No, I was so broke, and there's lots of baby stores and bridal
You're
stores.
broke
and
because the tennis club costs so much.
I'm neither bride nor baby, and it's useless for me to be in Toorak. Very pretty though, very very pretty.
Thank you. Give me the name of a person and the name of the place.
Yeah, Mulgrave's Mini was actually the name of the person, and the place is called How Do.
How do
Yeah, twice.
by Mulgrave's Mini. Nice place, good food.
Oh, great.
Waitress called my 48-kilogram girlfriend fat because she ordered pancakes.
That's untrue. That is untrue.
That is
There's
absolutely
no
false.
way.
Nobody has taken an order and just gone, I'll have the pancakes, something that's on the menu for you to serve to someone
Fat.
because it's probably nice. And the waiter just goes, fat. To someone who's 48 kilos. And we'll point out,
Hey, did you say 48? Because that's not much.
48 is nothing.
48 is dead.
Well,
Unless you're a baby.
or just short and thin.
48 baby is pretty big.
48 baby is massive.
48 baby is a good name for a place or a
48
band.
baby is a great name for a place or possibly a new gun. This is my 48 baby.
That's great.
Hey,
I'm doing my 48
here's
baby.
one more that
Okay.
you sent to me, but it's still funny.
Yeah, cool. I didn't read them.
It's for a McDonald's called
McDonald's.
Brilliant.
Yeah, well,
by
they're
somebody
a chain.
called
Willy Willy's. Ah, fuck.
Willy Willy's Oh Fuck says about McDonald's.
God, fucking damn
A long time ago, my grandfather passed away.
it.
I love that man, like any child would. Before his passing, I was given the opportunity to visit him, but declined. I was young and stupid and wanted to chill with my friends. That was my last opportunity to see my grandfather alive, and I missed it. after drinking the coffee at this place that is now my second greatest regret in life.
Yay!
What a good guy.
That's funny.
Hey.
That's real good. This has been How Can We Help You podcast. What a fun time we've both had together because we're friends and we have fun together.
Yeah, I don't get to see you guys enough anymore.
Well, you should come round.
Nah, it's very far away.
Yeah, right.
But this has been How Can We Help You? It's been a good time.
Make sure...
What?
Yeah, well, I
No,
gotta
you go.
remember to do
No,
all
let's
this.
both go at the same time.
Yeah, sweet. Make sure you send in
stuff
to us.
to us
At
How
Can We Help You podcast at Instagram. And we want to hear all about your experiences.
Your showering
and
habits,
your mum's
and
her
what
showering. And tell
sort of
us about
shower caps
cafes
they
you've been
like
to.
to wear.
And maybe any
This has
stories
been How
you
Can
got.
We Help You?
I'm Mitchell
And
Bill.
we'll see you next time.
How
Right, boy,
can
the
we-
boy. Signing off.